Welcome back to the Rabbit's Chair. So, last week we were a bit late, and that was because we had to go and do some work. We had to go on a bit of a road trip. This week we'll have a look at that road trip. Last week we also had our visit from Ben, and this week we're going to look at the work that we do as a family. So we're going to have a look at some of the pieces of work and a bit of a body of work. So yeah, there's a lot to do this week, so let's go. Let's see how we get on.
Right, so we've been busy all week at getting lots of stuff, but we've had to travel over to Wales, and we've just crossed the border.
So, we've arrived over here, and we are at Porthmadog. So this is the harbour, Porthmadog. It's a little bit windy. So yeah, that's just over there wandering. So before we get on with some work, we thought we'd have a wander around, because it's been a while. So we went to go and start our strimmer while we were back at the farm, and it didn't work. So we've had to come and get a new strimmer to get this job done. So Ed's about to unbox it. Dun, dun, dun. So that is the new strimmer. That's as exciting as it gets. We've got all new. But yeah, we've got all new little bits. That'll be really useful. So now we need to put it together. And the next thing is strim the field. So we'll show you the field in a bit, which is a little bit tall. Just a bit. So we'll call back and have a look at the work that's been going on there in a bit. Now, let's have a look what Sally's been up to back at the farm while we've been away.
So this week there's been a lot of news coverage to do with football. So I think that our little Shetland sheep should try a little bit of the action. And they're trying nose ball. We're using a ball that we use for the horses, and just put a little bit of food in there and let them push it around. And it's all new to the sheep, but Twinkle, the Shetland pony, is pretty used to this, so she's going to have to teach these sheep how to play. And I think there might be a good chance that Dottie will have a bit of a play in there. Dottie's the old Wensleydale sheep. We used to breed Wensleydales, and since then we've just got one left. So the big sheep there is in showing the little sheep how to do it.
So it'll be interesting to see whether they actually start to play the game, and yeah, how well they get trained. So that's quite good fun. Right, let's go back to this field. So today's job is strimming that. Let's see how far we get. I'll be alright. You want to keep going and then I'll keep going. Right. Well, that's the end of day one, and you can barely see where we've been, but it's really hard work, this. So tomorrow we've got to deal with this area, and that's it. So we'll have a look how we get on tomorrow, and we'll be back again to do the rest of it, and we'll bring some animals over so they can deal with it quicker than us. They can eat it down. So we just want to make a road in for them to start coming into it. So yeah, that's looking quite hard work over there. Right, we've kind of lived between Derbyshire and Wales for a long time now, and we've worked with the boys over there on like a family piece of work over the years. And this piece of work is called This Is My Lamppost. So let's have a look at it. Let's go and see some of the work that we've done. So This Is My Lamppost is essentially us travelling around as a family and setting castles everywhere to claim the land. So we go around claiming the land for a very, very short time, because pretty much as soon as we've claimed the land, the castle's destroyed. So it's quite a nice transient piece, and it's something that we've done for many, many years with the boys, and it's something that we keep returning to. So it's quite nice to see those pieces of work, and it is continuing to develop. It's quite good fun to see the boys when they were really young. Right. We went off on another road trip. This is after we got back from Wales, but let's have a quick look at that. Well, it's taken long enough to find the right one, but we've been after our own box or our own van for a long time. So we finally managed to sort one out, and quite fortunately, quite nicely, it's kind of like the Carousel colours. So Sally and Ed have spent a bit of time this morning starting to polish it up, and it's a massive difference between them. So you can see where they've actually been polishing bits, or hopefully you can see it anyway. So yeah, ready for some more horse moving, bike moving, stuff moving, and the side drops down to give us another stage as well. So pretty multi-purpose. So yeah, this is pretty good. So that's really good. It means that we're mobile again with the horses, and yeah, we can actually work with them. So okay, let's see some more of the strim in action from over in Wales. Well, that was a long couple of days. So we're going to come back, strim a bit more of the fern off, because that's a bit out of control at the moment, but we're going to bring some animals back to eat down this stuff and start to get in control using a bit of animal power rather than us with a strimmer all the time. But we've got it down, and yeah, on to the next stage. So yeah, that was quite a big undertaking, and we've still more to do over there, but at least we're mobile now with the horses, and they're going to go over and start working over there with us to clear the rest of the field. So let's go have a look how Sally's training the sheep.
seem to be enjoying it because they're very inquisitive and they like the food. So I think they're getting a good reward from this.
So they're getting pretty good at that, and they've been doing it a lot. We haven't managed to get footage of all of it, but we'll show some more at some point. So back to this lorry, and let's see how it's getting cleaned up now we've got it back.
So after a day of super hard work, mostly by Sally and Ed, you can see that the new box is starting to come a bit clean. So you can see where they haven't done at the top. So yeah, it's coming really clean now. It's quite bright. So soon we'll be on the road again, and we're gonna have to head back over to Wales at some point, and yeah, do some other work with it. But that's a side door that drops down. We'll probably use that as a stage at some point. So we've got pretty multi-purpose with this. So yeah, watch this space.
So that's looking loads better. Still some work to do on it, but it's looking loads better. Right, let's have a look at the more recent versions of This Is My Lamppost. And this is when a couple of years ago we went over to C.I.A and continued with the piece of work. So yeah, let's have a look.
The pieces that we put in C.I.A.'s version of This Is My Lamppost also contain some small pieces of artwork by some of the artists involved in the carousel. So we'll put some information about that in the description, and some links to the artwork and where you can see some images.
So that's an ongoing piece of work, and yeah, as we do more of it, we'll post more of it with loads and loads of footage, loads of images, and you'll see those coming out sometime soon. So yeah, this week it's been quite a busy week, and it's been quite a strange week. So it's nice to revisit all the stuff we've done with the boys, and nice to spend a bit of time doing the work. We are going to see a lot more work happening, because one of the things that happened this week was I was actually made redundant from my job as a lecturer, and so yeah, we're going to be looking at what we do here to develop the residencies and set up an art school. So keep looking out for that. The other thing that happened that was quite sad was that while we were away in Wales, Leo had another asthma attack. This time didn't survive. So yeah, so that was quite sad while we were away. So let's have a look what happens next week on the Rabbit's Chair, and yeah, we'll see you next time.